Have you ever heard of Stella Stevens? She was a famous actress back in the 1960s and 70s, and people still talk about her today. But did you know that some photos of her wearing a G-string made quite a stir? Yes, those pictures left very little to the imagination. Curious? Well, stick around because we are about to take a close look at Stella Stevens in these daring photos and learn why they were so talked about. Let us start with who Stella Stevens was. She was not just a pretty face. She was a talented actress and singer who appeared in many movies and television shows. People loved her because she was confident and had a unique style. But there is more to her story than just acting. Back in the day, photos like the ones we are going to see were not very common, especially photos where someone wore very little clothing. So when Stella appeared in pictures wearing a G-string, it got a lot of attention. Some people were shocked, some were impressed, and others just could not stop talking about it. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a G-string? It is a type of swimsuit or underwear that shows a lot of skin, especially at the back. It is designed to be very revealing. That is why photos of Stella in a G-string were so eye-catching. But why did she choose to wear something so bold? Well, it is important to remember that Stella was a person who was not afraid to express herself. Back then, women who showed their bodies confidently were often criticized, but Stella did not let that stop her. Instead, she showed the world that being confident and comfortable in your own skin is a powerful thing. Let us talk about the reaction to these photos. When the pictures were published, they caused quite a buzz. Magazines sold more copies, and people talked about Stella everywhere, from movie theaters to dinner tables. Some admired her courage, while others thought it was too much. But one thing is clear, Stella Stevens made sure people noticed her. You see, Stella was not just about looks. She was a talented actress who worked hard to make a name for herself. These photos added to her fame, but they did not define her. She wanted people to remember her for her talent and her personality, not just her appearance. In fact, Stella used these photos to show that women can be bold and strong without being judged. She challenged the ideas of her time about how women should dress or act. That is why these photos are important. They are not just pictures, but a message about freedom and confidence. Even now, years later, people still talk about those photos. They remind us how much things have changed, and how people like Stella helped make those changes happen. Today, wearing a G-string might not be surprising, but back then, it was a big deal. Stella was one of the first women to make that bold move. So, what can we learn from Stella Stevens and her photos? First, that being yourself is more important than what others think. Stella showed courage by being true to herself. Second, she reminds us that confidence can open doors and help people stand out. And lastly, her story teaches us that change often starts with someone willing to be different. Now, if you think these photos are interesting, there is even more to explore about Stella's life. She had a long career filled with amazing movies, music, and stories that show who she really was beyond the pictures. Thanks for watching and learning about Stella Stevens with me. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more stories about amazing people from the past and present. And hey, what do you think about those bold photos? Would you dare to wear something like that? Tell me in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.